Hello students, welcome to Marvel Ayurveda. Today's topic of discussion is Dik or Disha. So this is a topic of Padartha Vigyan. We will learn about Dik and its importance in Ayurveda. Okay, so let's not wait for more time and let's start with the introduction. First, we have to know what Dik is. As in, if what could we use to explain it in one word? So it is, Dik means to point out or to indicate. So there is a very strong relationship between Dik and Kal. So it is a dravya strongly associated with Kal. The word Desha and Dik are interchangeably used for practical purpose. So instead of Desha, we can use Disha, or instead of Disha, we can use Desha. So these are interchangeably used. So a statement to understand Dik in general way actually, we can say that Disha is literally means direction, which signifies the relationship between two places or objects. So when there is a relationship between two places or objects is established, we can say we are talking about, or we are talking by using Dik. So in this introductory slide, we can see that we know that there is a relationship between Kal and the Dik, and there is a relationship with between two places or objects is also introduced, and also Desha and Dik can be interchangeably used. So we go to the next slide. In this slide, we will know that there is importance of Ayurveda. The knowledge of Dik is very important in Ayurveda. And I will explain this example further in the applicability, but let me read out to you all. The direction of wind is considered to have significant influence on the health of the individual. So there are two factual points over here. That is, Dik considered as the ninth dravya by Vaisheshik Darshan. Also, Acharya Charak has accepted it as one of the Navakaran dravya. Now we'll talk about the origin. So there's a shlok over here. Dishati dadatya avakasham disha. Dik and Desh have been, as told before, that can be interchanged and used. This boils down to the point that both have been developed from the same basic root verb called as dish. So when we are using dish in the context of Dik, we can say it means to point out or to indicate or to show. But when we are using dish in the context of Desha, we can say it means a place or a spot in general. Now we have the definition that is very important for exam point of view. So the first shloka is It idamiti yatastad dishyam lingam. So according to this, Vaisheshik Darshan gives its definition as the dravya which gives the knowledge of place is called Disha. So the next slide also explains, was given by Muktavali, and it Durantikadi Hetu Eka Ekan Nitya Diguchyate. So here you can say that the dravya which gives or locates an object which is close to us or far from us. Also, it is actually eka, but for upadhi bheda, that is for daily purpose, we are dividing the disha into 10 divisions, that is prachyadi, which will be introduced to you all in the further slides. Now we know this is according to Tarka Sangraha. I'll read out to you all. Prachyadi vyavahar hetu dik sa cha eka nitya vibhu cha. So for vyavahar, that is our day-to-day communication, and to understand a place, dik is classified into 10 types. Now, this slide talks about the paryay of dik. They are Kakup, Kashta, Ash, Harit, Nirdeshni, Disha, Kakub, Gauha, Ataha, Asha, and Vyom. So these are the synonyms of Kal. Of Dish. Now we are talking about Lakshana. Lakshana basically it actually depicts both definition and qualities of dik. So we have already studied, but in detail we'll study. Prachati vyavahar hetur dik sa cha eka nitya vibhu cha. Okay. Now, so dravya which gives the knowledge, that is Purvadi Dishas, is dik. It is one, vibhu and nitya. So this is the same shloka we done before. So dravya which is responsible for the knowledge of far and near is disha. Even though it is one based on upadhi bheda, it is known by prachi etc. names. So also this shloka tells that disha gives the knowledge of para and aparatva of a desh. So we'll learn that ahead. Now we are going to talk about gun. We have in detail learned about gun, and gun has a very significance in Ayurveda. So the first gun is Vibhag, Pariman, Pratakatva, Samyoga, Samkhya. So dik is Panchagunatmaka. Now here comes the types of disha. So I told you there are 10 types of dishas. Basically it is only one, but as for upadhi bheda, for our vyavahar, that is our day-to-day communication, we have 10. So first is Purva, which is Prachi, Paschima, Pratachi, Dakshina, Aravachi, Uttara, Udhachi, Urdhva, Ani Adho. Next is Agneyi, Nairuti, Vayavi, Ishanya. So these all add up to make 10 divisions. So this is one picture where I have made it to have a picturesque memory. So you can see what is Agneya southeast, Nairuti southwest, Ishana northeast, Vayava northwest. So till now we have learnt about the theoretical aspect of dik. Now we are coming towards the applications in Ayurveda. This is the favorite question of examiners, and it is obvious for any Vaidya, because we have to, whatever we learn, we have to come back to its applicability aspect. So the first application is to know the sadhya asadhyatva of a roga, like is it curable or incurable, which is explained or elaborated in Indriya Sthana of Charak Samhita in the context of Arishta Lakshanas. So I know this Arishta Lakshanas might be new word for few. So it is basically Arishta Lakshanas means some misfortune or bad luck, or it is signs and symptoms of bad prognosis of a disease. So there are other synonyms are also given. So first one is here. That's the second one. So in most of our Indian homes, we might have come across the word as of Vastu. So what is Vastu? So Vastu is giving importance to directions while building infrastructure. So in Ayurvedic infrastructure nirmana, that is example of Rasashala, the rooms and things must be there in a place depending on a particular disha. So in the Vastu of Rasashala also, disha is very important. So I've given these pictures to have a good idea about what I'm talking about. Now, also there is a Sutikagara. Sutikagara is where the labor room, and the kuti, it is an isolation room for a rogi who is isolated from the actual daily life, and then he's treated. That you can search on in the Google for your own interest if you want. And they are also built as with the help of Disha. Okay. So in our NCRT also, if you remember, they said that in the Himalayan region, when drugs are collected, they have high potency. And in preparation of aushadis in Ayurveda, there are certain steps and rules and regulations that has to be followed. So while one of the step is collection, and it is very important that a particular place is chosen in a particular direction to get a desired guna or virya or potency of the drug. So in collection of the aushadis, it is important. As I told you before also, I'll explain in detail. The vayu coming from a particular direction has an impact on dosha dhatu and mala. So when we talk about vayu from purva disha, it is a cause of prakopa of rakta pitta, and vayu from paschim disha increases vata and kapha. So this is also one of the opposite meaning, like one of the example. You can read it in Ashtang Hridaya Grishma Ritu. It is being explained that the vayu coming from Nairitya Disha is hitakari, whereas the same vayu has been said as ahita by Acharya Shishrut. We go ahead. This is a test which is solely based on direction. So Yoga Ratnakar, in the context of Mutra Pariksha, has explained the Taila Bindu Pariksha, in which the sadhya asadhyata of roga is explained based on the movement of dispersed oil towards a particular direction. Okay, so this is one more example. And here, this is in Ashtang Hridaya, the sthanas of Tridosha has been explained based on Urdhva and Adhobhaga from the gap between Hridaya and Nabhi. So you can see here it is Vat, The Urdhva Pradesha Kapha, and the middle Pradesha it is Pitta. In Rachna Sharir, the position or the placement of an object of an organ is explained with the help of Disha. This is the last and the final application that I have included in the PPT, which is Acharya Vagbhatta in Ashtang Sangraha Sutrasthana has explained the qualities of Vayu blowing from different direction will have specific qualities as below. When it is from Ishta, that is from Purva Disha, the Vayu will have the following qualities, that is Ushna, Abhishyandi, and causes Arsha, Krimi, and Swasha, etc. In the west, that is Paschima, is Shita and pacifies Daha, Trishna, etc. South, Shreshta, Chakshushaya, Balakaraka. North, Snigdha, Mrudu, Madhura, Kashaya, Shitala, and Swastakar. So here we go, friends. These are some of the applications of Dik in Ayurveda. So out of the, if I say one thing is important from all the discussed points, I'll say applications in Ayurveda is very important, and please thoroughly do it. That's it.